All right.
And Assalamu alaikum. This is Farhan, the Executive Director of the Somali Community Center. I'm here with Patricia Kim. Patricia Kim, can you introduce yourself again?
Okay, my name is Patricia Kim, and I'm the owner of DDM, Behavioral Mental Services.
Yes, guys, I know Patricia for probably close to a year now, right?
Yes.
And all I can say is good things about you and how you're willing to learn, work with immigrant community and the nationals. Because in this city, we have over 200,000, the state, over 200,000 immigrants. And she figured out that we need services like DDM, which is behavioral health services. And so you do alcohol treatment, mental health treatment, substance abuse treatment, right? Can you add it into that?
Yes, we have depression treatment therapists too. And especially during the COVID time, a lot more, I'm not sure with the nationwide, but a lot more mental issue problems created. So my services can provide any kind of depression or dependency of the alcohol or the drug. And also we have 24-hour emergency services as well too. So we can provide a targeted case management, community support specialist. So we sometimes go out to different places, and I can see that my company is start growing because my company name was not known by the public, but it is getting to know. A lot more are reaching out to us and start sending us the referrals, or they can just come in and have a walk-ins too.
Okay. And so the 24-hour service is a phone number we have to call, or?
Yes, that's the number that listed on our website.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just leave a voicemail, and then somebody will reach out to like urgent response team.
Okay, that's great. And a little bit explain of if someone in my community speaks Somali and they have an issue of substance abuse, how does it look like? Can you walk me through what do they need to do? What are the steps? And
any kind of communities, because we are focusing on international communities, and I am trying to have as many languages as possible. And I believe we are speaking 154 languages in Metro City of Louisville. And from the mayor's convening for this year, I heard close to 200,000 international communities are going to be in Metro City area. So so far we are available majority of most popular languages, and I can say any kind of languages that they need services, we try to find the in person, or when we have to do telehealth, then we have to be on the interpreter and the other side. But when anyone is willing to come in to the facility, then we can have in-person interpreter available. So, but I am asking you to make an appointment first, and then we are going to go through the assessment, just like what you are doing in a different mental health services. And we do the assessment, and then we we discuss with our team, and whichever the services that you are going to be needing from us, we customize them.
Customize. And the good thing is you are also, the location is not far from the hub of the city, which is Bardstown Road. We have a lot of immigrants there. We have a lot of people from our community from Somalia. I've seen a lot from Bosnia, Iraq, and there's like 3 main mosques in that area, which is Bosnian Mosque, Guiding Light, and Senegali Mosque are right in the hub of Bardstown Road. And I go there to pray as well. So if you need to go see, this is we put in the address right here. You will see the address of the DDM and the phone number. Please share with your family members. It's very confidential. Everything will be HIPAA, and they'll discuss with you the right way. So I visited this place, and I love the way it the layout and the way it is. So if you have a family member, or if you yourself need the help, call that number and they will, help you. And if you want an interpreter, they will set an interpreter with you on site. But also, you guys also help them with finding insurance, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So can you explain that a little bit? If they don't have insurance or they don't know how to get it?
Most of times our clients are Medicaid clients, but now we have joined as a joint commission. So
Wow.
any insurances are acceptable. So recently we just added Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield and Humana WellCare and Passport. I cannot name of every insurance is out there, but whatever the situation that you're facing in today, or situation that you have to deal with yourself in mental health, you're definitely welcome. And then we are trying to accommodate you as much as possible. And same time, we are under the profit business and HIPAA, so we do not share any of your personal information with anyone. Everything's going to be filed, and someone only who does filing is the person who's responsible for your information. Nothing is shared with anyone, or neither when you're getting the services for therapists or targeted case management. Well, you don't have to drive all the way out to L&M building anymore. So you can do everything one store kind of type, but we are fully licensed to operate under Kentucky government.
Wow, that is great. And Kim, can you also just tell us a little bit why you choose to do this service for the community? Just explain a little bit what pushed you to do that.
I really wanted to, when I first came here, we didn't even have ESL. So when I started the school, I went to the regular school. The only thing that I knew was my ABCs. It was really tough. I cried every day and asking my parents, I want to go home, which is Korea. But my parents were telling me that we're not going back because we're here, we're going to grow, and you're going to be successful. So either you choose two choices, either swim or sink. And I had to swim. So I went through what I went through. So I know how it feels about being an immigrant. So when just coming to the brand new world, not knowing the cultures, not knowing the languages, it is most scary thing that you can think of. So I went through that first. So I want to be part of this community if I can be the bridge. And so my DDM is in Korean name. That means stepping forward.
Stepping forward.
So I want anybody to take advantages from us. So if you can step forward and make your life better, yes, go ahead and try us.
Wow. Me as working as a nonprofit, being active in the community, trying to provide access. One thing we used to ignore a few years ago is mental health and substance abuse. And there's a stigmatized in our community, especially the Somali community. Maybe you'll tell us a little bit about Koreans. We don't believe in mental health unless you're going crazy, throwing your clothes. That's when you say it's mental health. But mental health itself is, everybody gets it, it's part of the,
Right.
is it mental health, I say, is a healthcare, is mental wellness as well. And people need this. So how do they know they need mental health services or they need substance abuse services? Because we blame our teenagers, hey, why are you on drugs? But we don't ask why are they doing drugs.
Right, right. So just like when your body is hurting, when you're physically sick, you go see the doctor. So a lot of times you can sense from your hurting of your part. But same with your mental. I think if you are not okay, then you're not okay. You got to go see the doctor. So if it's a physical, you go see your doctor for the physical healing. So mental, I think you got to go see the mental therapy or anybody who can help you to make you feel better. So I'm not seeing, every time when I talk to diversified international communities, the first word that I'm hearing is, "Oh, my community, everybody's perfect. Nobody's doing the drugs. Nobody's doing they're not in depression because we believe in God." And no, we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect because I am seeing more hush hush things. They're the one who's creating more problems in the future. And especially, I studied in special education when I was at U of L, and I am seeing more children that they do not know how to adopt in international communities because their parents are different from what they are facing every day from the school or friends. So a lot of times their parents are telling them, you are not supposed to share that you're mentally going through this kind of process, but you are sick. Then you got to go see the doctor.
Yeah,
That's how I feel.
yes, I mean, be doing an awareness on mental health. I even spoke with people in the mosque because we go to the mosque and you go to the church, and I usually push them to talk about mental health. They always talk about God, which is great. God says even in the Quran you have to go look for professional help. Even in the Quran says you got to go find professional help. So we have to tell people who in the faith leaders also to more awareness and tell them the resources. But I feel like sometimes they don't even them and know there is a resources out there. Like there's a DDM outside or there's Somali community who can give you the resources. So also we need to touch every sector of our community. But I think for me, it's the education part. They need to learn first, and then they will go find the
Correct.
treatment.
Yes. I mean, I'm being a Christian, and we talk about God all the time.
Right.
And then every faith that I believe and I respect, and we're not God. So if we're sick, then we have to be, seeking for the help. And a lot of times, religious leaders, they're saying, we only need a God. Yes, we do need a God. But when God created doctors, when God created different mental therapies or anyone who's out there, maybe the way I'm seeing it, I can see it as a big mosaic that we can come together as a little pieces to make a masterpiece together. So if God has created this world that way, then why would you be not sharing that with your believers? Because not that I am denying the power or divinity of God, but God is telling us, and He did not make us to be robot. He has given us the choice to choose from. So if I have two choices that if I can be better, then why not take that? Because God, at the end of the day, God wants us to be happy. So I want all the religious, even any kind of religious leaders, I'm hoping, and they're educating their communities, it is okay to go see, and it is okay to talk about your mental health. If there's someone out there who can help you, make you feel better, just like you're taking the medication when you're sick, you visit your doctor when you're sick. So same way with the mental health too.
Wow, that's amazing. And because mental health is what makes our daily routine flow, like someone don't want to feel like getting up the bed, doing nothing some days. And that's okay to feel it, but you got to go try things that helps you keep going. Like for me, I have to go to pray in the morning, to go to the mosque. It keeps my day brighter because I'm taking care of spiritually, right? I believe.
Yes.
And I have to go to, exercise for an hour in the morning. That's what keeps my day. So is that part of mental health as well?
Yes, it is a very important thing, I think, because I usually get up at 4, and I have a devotional time for myself too. And then same time, I regularly walk the park and start restore my thoughts and releasing my stresses. So doing the regular exercise for your physical, and same time it is good for your mental too.
Correct.
So having the faith is very important, and then taking care of yourself is very important. So all these things, they are all coming together as a whole again. So don't ignore, okay, your body, okay, maybe you might be tired and you want to be lazy some days. You don't want to get out from the bed.
Right.
But it's okay to be lazy. But if you are doing it rapidly and then you don't have any desires to do anything else, then you're seeing the signals about your mental is not there. So anything that you do, I think about yourself. I'm not saying that being a selfish, but you got to know your body, your mental.
Get it now.
Yes.
So, so it's like aware of your mental, daily awareness of your mental. And Patricia, well, let's come back a little bit about you. So tell us what you do outside of your professional work. What will my audience who are watching you learn from you, and like outside of your professional, what do you like to do? What are your hobbies?
My hobbies actually is gardening. So no matter how busy I am, I try to find some time to grow vegetables
Wow.
in my backyard. And I love seeing flowers. I take a whole bunch of flower pictures and brag about it.
Okay.
My gardening, it just makes me happy because I plant the seed and then start growing and blooming beautifully. It just makes me very happy to see all the process of it and then try to take care of it. And then same time, I love to do volunteers because a lot of times if I can just move and do a little bit more diligently, because I do speak two languages, Korean and English. So I am seeing, a lot of times Korean communities are asking for being an interpreter. And I don't have time for that, but I'm trying to squeeze my schedule between it and make sure that somebody can get benefit. Then I do a lot of volunteers. So I used to be volunteering for Korean school.
Okay.
I did, whatever out there that I can be resourceful, and I do it. And I try to keep myself going. So I don't want to get older without doing anything.
Great. That's a good way. That's mental health itself. Taking care of yourself. Do what makes you happy. And that's amazing. I learned something from you today. So that's good to know. And she's also said she will help us on after school program, sending some Korean students to the Somali Center to, help us. And we'll teach them some Somali as well. So they'll know some Somali about how to say hi, seta hi.
Seta hi.
Seta hi means hi.
Hi, okay. Okay, I learned something today.
Yeah, fi'an means good.
Fi'an, okay.
Yeah. So a little bit of culture, exchange and learning. So seta hi is how you doing.
Okay.
Fi'an, good. Fi'an means good.
Probably I'm going to forget, and then I'm going to ask him again.
Yeah, absolutely. But we'll cut off a podcast that we don't want to be too long. But I also want to say, Patricia, follow her on. Can people follow you on Facebook?
Yes, of course.
Okay, Patricia Kim, the same way you spell your name, right?
Patricia W. Kim.
Okay, yes, Patricia W. Kim. If you're watching on my Facebook or if you're watching on our YouTube channel, please follow her. Get in touch with her. She's really, amazing and willing to help the community. So, Patricia, thank you for what you're doing, and
thank you so much.
We'll have more episode too.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.